them. This is what we tell them. Go to work, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks with the ball in the air. Secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Go defense, defense, go defense, defense, gone defense, defense, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple D, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas Doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunt. LVE, tackling Dutchmen coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boys shining. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas. We got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks with the ball in the air. Secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Go defense, defense, go defense, defense, gone, defense, defense, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple D, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas Doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Defense, put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunter. LVE, tackling Dutchman coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boys shining. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. Top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Down clock in. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas. We got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in. in, D, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple D, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas Doomsday. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Down clock in, clock in, clock in, down clock in, clock in, clock in, down clock in, clock in, clock in, clock in. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star.
The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is only a few months from kicking off, but this year, let's do things a little different. Instead of just watching games at home or just going to a game, let's actually experience our Dallas Cowboys, just like West Coast does. Cowboys Experience is my one-stop shop for all my Cowboys game day weekends. Their packages are all inclusive, including 2 nights hotel accommodation. We'll pick you up and drop you off at the airport and game. Want to hang out and get autographs from current and former Cowboy greats like Drew Pearson? If you're ready to experience the Dallas Cowboys like no other, make sure you inbox West Coast or go to cowboysexperience.com today. The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is... What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we are live in the building, man. Hey, we apologize for the delay. Had to reroute some stuff due to the Facebook outage of 2019. I know everybody's world felt like it stopped, and then we had breaking news from Ezekiel Elliott, and it felt like the whole internet was Eagles fans, right? Because they was hating on us. They didn't want to let nobody get it on. West Coast had that. We had that. Dallas Cowboys Scouting had that breaking news and couldn't even get it on here, man. But it's all good because, like I told you guys, we don't necessarily do breaking news. We do accurate news. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting, man. Shout out to everybody that is in the comment box. And shout out to my Cowboy cousin that's on the line with me, man. What's up with you, man?
Hey, what's going on, West Coast? How are you? How are you doing today?
I am doing well today. How are you doing today, Mr. Independent? There's another word I'm supposed to say right after that.
Yeah, contributor.
Contributor! The C word. The goddamn C word. Independent contributor for the Landry hat, man, and for the NFL Blitz, man. So shout out to Bounce Cowboy, man. And shout out to everybody that's going to be coming out tomorrow to hang out with West Coast and Antoine Woods, number 99 from the Dallas Cowboys. We will be at Gillum Park, where we're going to be giving away 100 backpacks to the kids, man. 100 backpack. It is the 100 backpack challenge. I'm going to tell Antoine Woods as soon as he do it, he going to challenge somebody on from the Dallas Cowboys to challenge and see if we can get a giveaway a goddamn 1,000 backpacks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Cowboys do. Yeah, that's going to do that because my boy and my hot boy, man, my hot boy Woods is going to start it off, man. So shout out to my boy Woods for caring about the kids. Hey, man, we got Rob Jarman in the house. What up with you, man? He said, let's do this. Zeke's going for 2,000 yards, 12 TDs. 400 revisiting with my thoughts of the year. Giants fans, 2 West Coast. Willie says, yeah, I was on YouTube waiting. I know we all was. Buddha says, female started going off in the live right when it broke down. Daniel says, let's go Zeke free. Al says, what's up, Boss Cowboy? What's up, West Coast?
What's up?
Layla said, we gonna be live for it. Hey, you absolutely know we gonna be live. I'm gonna be in the building, man. You know I'm going to be live in the building, man. I'm going to be live tomorrow in the building at the Antoine Woods event. But, yo, man, let's get to it now. You know, we kind of building up. We got 46 people in the block, man. We got 46 people up here. So let's go ahead and talk about, man, what kind of happened today with Ezekiel Elliott. Some news came out. The NFL has let the Dallas Cowboys know that Ezekiel Elliott will not be getting suspended. And nor only will he be not getting suspended, but he will not also be getting a fine. So just like in my video I said earlier today, man, you know, sounds like Roger Goodell is giving everybody a pass. You get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass. And it probably has something to do with that new CBA coming out. But man, without saying all that, I'm just happy for one time in a life that a Cowboy got a break, man. Shout out to finally the Cowboys got a break. Boss Cowboy, what's your thoughts, man?
Oh man, it's James Slater, the one that kind of did it for me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She reported on it, and she basically put the pressure on Goodell by showing that it was even the Las Vegas officers that was basically putting out that they actually
one actually went to New York and spoke to Roger Goodell. And that was that's confirmed by one of my sources. You know, giving away a little scout information that we probably shouldn't even reveal on the show, but it is what it is. You know, one of my scouts revealed to me, you know what I'm saying, they real close to the situation. It's the same scout who got us the schedule a whole day before it came out. The same scout who's gotten us multiple reputable information. We've been able to go run with that. Let us know that honestly on this one, to keep it real with you, man, it was really the Vegas police that really did it for him, because it was the Vegas police that were testifying, and not even necessarily testifying because they weren't under trial, but it was the Vegas police who witnessed it and were saying that, hey, this is what we saw. And the best thing about it is when you have a situation where you have one uncredible witness, basically the victim, the guy who said he got pushed, we can see he didn't get pushed, and then you have Zeke, and I'm not saying he's not credible, but you got to see in the eyes of Goodell. Goodell is probably saying you're not credible. So then you have a third entity come in, the Las Vegas, and that was Metro Police because they were in the yellow. Las Vegas Metro Police came up and actually put it down, man, and put it down for the boy, man. So, and more than anything, you know what they did, Boss Cowboy? They told the truth. They told the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I love it, man. I absolutely love it, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
I think that's what really put the pressure on it to really get it done. It was absolutely a chance that he was going to get something. For Goodell to absolutely do nothing, it was more so obviously because the police went out of their way. Because he couldn't have another public showing of obvious bias against the Dallas Cowboys, and that's exactly what it would have been, especially before James Slater, because James Slater put the heat on Goodell. That's exactly what that was, and you even start seeing, like West Coast said, he saw a Philly fan come out, like, come on, y'all can't do the man like that, you know, not when the police coming out. But then I saw Philly fans even saying that. I started seeing all kind of threats from Philly fans. I thought I was in a Twilight Zone.
Exactly.
Philly fans got more compassion than some Cowboy fans. It's like I'm in a whole different world, you know. But at the same time, you know, that's what really, because as soon as I saw that from Slater yesterday, I went from 50-50 to 95-5. You know, I said 95% nothing was going to happen, and 5% something could happen, because that was just too much public pressure against Goodell. So if anybody thought it was just because he didn't do anything and said I knew nothing was going to happen, that's really not the reason why he didn't get any suspension, because they had enough on him and enough conduct to do something, you know. Even just him in handcuffs and being a secondary suspension was enough to do something. But the fact, and the major fact, was what James Slater came out, and basically James Slater saved him, like straight up.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what else I also think happened too in this situation with James Slater's tweet. You know what else I think? I think the same thing the Dallas Cowboys be doing when they'll leak information out. Why will they leak information out? They'll leak information out to see how the world's gonna respond to it. You know what I'm saying? And so I also think when James Slater said that she heard from an NFL executive, like how much high can it get, and from other executives that they felt like Zeke was going to get no suspension, I think that was also the NFL using, not necessarily saying they were using her. Hey, Boss Cowboy, can you check your inbox for me, big dog? All right, so yeah, I don't think they were necessarily using Jane, but what I think they were doing is the same thing that Jerry be doing sometimes, where he'll leak information out there to try to get a feel of what the reaction is gonna be. And to be honest with you, like if you're Goodell, you're winning right now. You want to tell you why you're winning, Boss Cowboy? Because if I'm gonna ask you who has been the thorn in the Roger Goodell side, or who has been the biggest enemy against Roger Goodell, I would say over the last 5 years? What two people?
The thorn in his side. Man, I think Goodell got a lot of thorns.
But I'm just saying, if you had to say who's been the main two.
Well, definitely Jerry from the suspension and then Kraft.
Boom. There you go. Now think about this, Boss Cowboy.
Wait, how do I sound? Because I turned off my mic. I went through another mic.
To be honest with you, you gotta ask them. Hey, Nate, Dallas Cowboys Scout and Boss Cowboy Sports, we need your help. Let me know. Boss Cowboy made some adjustments on his mic. Let me know how he sounds. Let me know if it sounds better because he did make an adjustment. All right, so my boy Tony, you're absolutely right. Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones. Those are the two people that have been the biggest thorn in in Goodell's side. So think about this, right? You have two ways of handling an enemy, right? You have two ways of handling your enemy. This is what the laws of power say. You can totally destroy them, but when you totally destroy them, if you don't totally eradicate them, you know what happens? You give them a motivation to come back even stronger. And if they have offspring, them offspring will come back at you even stronger. Why? Because now they feel taken advantage of. Or another thing you can do to your enemy is you can allow your enemy to get into a weird predicament, and then guess what? You help your enemy out. You help your enemy out, give them a leg up, and now guess what? Now your enemy owes you a favor. Because think about this. We can say that Zeke means so much to the NFL because he does. He means a lot to the NFL. They make a lot of money off of it. But Jerry makes way more. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew something was fishy, and that's what we just kept saying. I just hope it's fishy on our side of the street. Because I knew something was fishy when anytime, how in the heck did it take Goodell a year to decide that Zeke didn't do that, to decide in his head that Zeke did something that everybody, even the people you hired, said he didn't. But it only took you a meeting, one meeting. That's what I knew yesterday, bro. That meeting had nothing to do with finding facts. That meeting was a car salesman meeting. Jerry Jones, do you want to go through 2017 again? Now, the reason why I believe that it's really been like that is because Jerry Jones did something that I've never seen anybody do, and they even told him, Jerry Jones, why would you do this? As soon as Zeke got caught in Las Vegas, or the situation happened in Las Vegas, what was Jerry Jones' first official statement? What did he say? Jerry said, I don't think he's going to get in any trouble for this. I don't see any suspension. Every media out in the outward said, oh my God, you shouldn't say that. You're going to piss him off. You're going to get it. You shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But Jerry Jones said it confidently then. And why? I think it has something to do with that new CBA that Goodell wants to get signed. That's what I think it is. I'm going to keep it real with you, Boss Cowboy. I think that everybody within the next little while, if you're going to get in trouble, this is probably the time to get in trouble. Because there are bigger fishes to fry than pissing Boss Cowboy off. Then I got to go to ask Boss Cowboy, hey man, you think you could take me down the street and give me some cola? It's like what I be teaching my daughter, man, my 15-year-old. I'd say, 2019, I want you to do one thing. I want you to learn how to pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this is a battle I think Jerry said, yeah, we're going to, hey, you know what, Goodell? We tried the aggressive route the first time and look where it got us. Let's go the route of saying, hey, you know what? We admit we could. Let's move on and get some mercy. And guess what? Boss Cowboy, you said it excellently. I don't even know if that's a word.
It's word enough.
It's word enough. Okay. I mean, because you the writer, man. You the one that's you the contributor with Landy Hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the guy that get on the video and scream at the TV.
You in the line of excellence.
hey, my grandmother said, "Are you in there screaming at the TV again?" You know what I'm saying? I'm just the guy that gets to scream at the TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you said it great yesterday when you said, "Look, man, if Robert Kraft can violate." And a clear violation, then whatever Zeke did needs to get swept right up under that same rug. You know what I'm saying? Because if you kick my boy to the curb and you give Kraft Bruh, we just put the whole racial thing behind us. Now you trying to open that back up? Like that would be such a dexterity. There would be such a difference in punishment there that it would be too obvious. It'd be too obvious. So what's up, Boss Cowboy? Let me hear something.
See, I really think it's too obvious. I actually think Goodell doesn't care about fair at all.
At all.
I think it's one of those things to where, you know, the saying that you hear from our elected officials all the time is absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Yep.
So Goodell has for years carried himself that way to where you could see the Cowboys get stricter, cohesive punishments than anybody else in the league. More so because of the popularity of the league, and that whenever you want to look tough and you want to look like you got your stuff together, go get the biggest kid in your house and give him the biggest whooping.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's exactly what Goodell used to do. But I've been looking up in detail now what's really kind of going on with the CBA. Because a lot of us, when we do our research, you know, you'll hear most people kind of talk about, and what you'll hear in the media mostly, is you'll hear most people talking about the 18 games in which Goodell wants, and you'll hear about the marijuana. But it's way more than that from my research. And these are about the 9 things that I've discovered so far in my research that this CBA is going to be about. And I think I know the triggers from my own research. So first, split revenues is 1. Stadium credits is 2. Stadium credits, I'm going to talk about that one. Stadium credits is really what's getting the owners going.
Yeah, because that's how they get new stadiums.
Exactly.
That's and think about this, Boss Cowboy. When you're getting the credits, that means you're not pissing off the people who live around the stadium. You know what I'm saying? That's why economic boom. Yeah, that's why some teams don't have stadiums. Go ahead.
The new stadium, because I'm gonna really have to explain that one, because that one is kind of in depth. But when you get the stadium credits to help build the stadium, that also builds what owners care about the most, which is wealth. So, like Jerry, before AT&T was built, wasn't worth as much. It was actually the Texans, because Reliant was worth more as a new stadium than AT&T. But then after AT&T, that also built Jerry's wealth, you know? So now the owners from the stadium credits, and I'm gonna get into what that means. But stadium credits is really what's making the owners say, let's get this done. And that's a whole domino that could actually work for us and against us. And I'm gonna write about that because that's in detail. But then it's a franchise tag that they gonna want to negotiate. Obviously, the 18-game suspension.
Not suspension. Adding 2 games.
Yeah, I said that wrong. 18 games.
Season.
Which has to do with revenue.
Because it's more. Remember, and I'm gonna tell you guys, they love us coming to games, but they really don't care about it. The ticket prices, like the ticket seats, honestly, that only really pays for the upkeep of the stadium. You know what I'm saying? What they're thinking about is the ads they get to sell on the games.
Right.
That's where they make their millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. And then you also have lifetime health care. The drug policy, which they already kind of laid out there that they're doing their research, right, to try to make marijuana more of a medical issue. And the reason why they're calling it a medical issue, because they also want to protect their brand. And they rolled it out about 2 or 3 months ago to protect their brand. If they able to get the deal done now, it's a whole lot going on. Then also commissioner's power, and then player safety, and then former player benefits. So those are the things that I got so far from researching and reading around that this whole CBA is going to be about. So when you got all of that on the table, you know, it's generally like, this is how I say it, West Coast. When you got 1 or 2 things to negotiate, the chances of an impasse are slim.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to give. Like if I come to Boss Cowboy and I say, yo, let me do this, let me buy this one thing, you don't have no wiggle room if you only have 1 apple. You can't really have no wiggle room if you have 4 or 5 apples. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have 4 or 5 apples,
pretty quick.
Hey, can I give you an example real quick, boss? I'm gonna tell you. A great example is the state of California when they legalized marijuana, because everybody did not read what all came with that. Because of that, there are taxes that we now pay that have nothing to do with marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with it. But they attached it to the bill and got it signed. And so guess what? All these people went down and was just trying to sign. And then think about this. It's crazy because in the state of California, to run a legal marijuana business, you're looking at almost $250,000 in just licensing and fees.
It's crazy.
But nobody paid attention to that when they were signing. They just wanted weed to be legal. I just want to be able to smoke and not get in trouble. Okay, that's cool. But guess what? When the people who are growing the weed have to pay $250,000 in licenses to grow the weed, what happens to the price? You know what they do with that $250,000? They roll that over into the consumer. So you know those $6 grams, they're $12 grams now. And I'm just keeping it real. But that's what people in California are going through right now. Why? Because they were so concerned with getting this passed that they didn't read all that other stuff at the bottom. And I'm going to tell you right now, the CBA, this last one, it was a sham. That's why we're back in here doing it again. Like, let's just be real. They rushed it. So now, Roger Goodell, he is definitely in a position. And think about this, Boss Cowboy. If Roger Goodell says he wants 18 games, who can stand up and say no? Kraft is hanging on by a thread. Like, Goodell could literally push for his team to be taken away. If y'all don't think that stuff is serious, go ask the Carolina Panthers owner. Go ask Robert Sterling. These people just said stuff coming out their mouth. He actually put his member in another member. That's what I'm gonna say. These folks just said something. They said words. So you're not going to tell me that Kraft isn't eligible to lose his team because of this? Yes, he is. Bruh, Roger Goodell has the whole NFL back in alignment, and he got everybody's balls. I'm sorry to say it, but he got everybody's BA. He got them all. That's not my cuss word of the word, but he got them all, bruh. Like, I'm going to tell you this CBA is going to be like baby's butt, bruh. It's going to be smooth. That's what I believe. Because who can, and think about this, Boss Cowboy. If you are in a position to go against the commissioner, why are you going to go against the commissioner if you're trying to get a new stadium? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And if you just got a stadium, you can't go against the commissioner. Why? Because he was for you getting the stadium.
Yeah, because it's the owners really versus the players.
Bro, get ready to see Coca-Cola on jerseys. Watch, because bro, if this is the case, why wouldn't he just, like the NBA? Why wouldn't they say, bro, if we're gonna open it up and let you guys do anything, why not just make money? Be prepared for it. Watch.
So because when I was looking this up, one of the things that happened, it was the owners that actually kicked off the lockout in 2011, and the reason why is because in the 2006 CBA. The players were getting about 60% of the revenue, right? So the owners was like, that's too much. So when 2011 came, they was the ones like, we doing a lockout until y'all come down.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. They went from 60% to 47% of the revenue.
13%, bro. That is a large percent. Imagine if someone told you, boss, that you were going to lose 13% of your paycheck. You'd be like, what?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. And what they said might, from my research, what might actually get it back is the stadium credits. So let me explain the stadium credits. So there's a percentage of the revenues that can go towards new stadiums. But what happened is they negotiated the players down so much that when they wanted that, sometimes they had to peel off into the player's percentage, and you can't do that according to the agreement. So what the players is trying to do with the stadium credits is basically do something like this, and this was an example that I read in ESPN. It was a perfect example. You got us at 47% right now. Take us back up to 53%, but we go give you an extra 3% for stadium credits to help you build your stadiums. So the net is you get a 50% gain in revenues, which helps more of the players get extra cap, which helps them get more money. So, but the good thing is you have at least 7 teams, including Jerry Jones. Because what most people don't know, a majority of the new stadiums are also done by guess who?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
That's why he's gonna have a restaurant. The Cowboys are actually gonna have a restaurant. Jerry Jones is gonna have a restaurant in the Raiders' new stadium. So stop by and get you a burger.
Man, y'all got Jerry so messed up, man. Jerry.
Nah, they got Jerry messed up. Jerry ain't playing.
Jerry is the best businessman out there in terms of football. Because he said, my passion is stadiums. Your passion is stadiums? Yeah, so basically you have a lot. They talked about the Browns wanting the new stadium. They talked about LA wanting the new stadium. But
LA's getting a new stadium.
And it's hard for them to get it all done without the credits. They can't close those deals. So that's why you have them motivated to actually get it now. But this is how it can work against us. If you have players that's on suspension or pending suspension, and they get this deal done, it depends on how they negotiate commissioner power, right? If the commissioner power is still the same, but they get this CBA done a year early, well, that gives Goodell the power to go right back to being same old mean Goodell at Dallas, and our leverage is done. If this thing milks out, right, everybody that's pending are more than likely to get leniency.
Yep.
Because he want them happy as he trying to close out this deal.
Yep.
One of the reasons why Zeke got off.
and Boss Cowboy, and think about this too. Think about it also from this angle too. Not only just as far as just like the credits, but you got to see it like this. If the CBA is, if there's going to be changes as far as punishment and how the punishment is dispersed, why would you want to create a bunch of cases and things that can then be overturned by the new CBA? You know what I'm saying? Or are going to be fought on appeal, because you got to think, he's not leaving his job, so you will literally just be doing more work for yourself. That's why I specifically said on my video yesterday that we never know. If he knows that there's going to be changes about the CBA that's going to happen, who is he not to say like, hey, I'm not going to apply this type of punishment. I'm not going to view it under that scope. Why? Because I know things are going to be changing. And also, Boss Cowboy, you said this about a month ago, man, and I've been repeating this. I honestly do believe that Roger Goodell wants to get out of the punishment business, because punishment stops money. Like if your player has to get punished, that's okay. But he doesn't want to have to walk in one room and punish your player for something and then walk into another room and then have to be buddy yummy chum with these owners, because these owners are taking it in like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? This is affecting us.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, that's why you do not need one person over such a big entity. I don't get it, bruh. And to be honest with you, that's why
I like Goodell over the growth of the NFL.
Yep. Because he's doing his job.
He's doing his job there, but it's so nuanced. It's so gray area when you look at punishment.
Yep.
Right? Because, you have to have Solomon-type wisdom to get that right. To get that right consistently, you have to have a gift at it. And this is why I believe he really wants to get out of it. One of the main reasons I think he want to get out of the West Coast is because, honestly, he's been doing bad on PR.
Exactly.
It's not even just Dallas. He dropped the ball on Ray Rice real bad.
And the kicker. Don't forget about the kicker.
It's so much that, like, you making the league look amazing from the smart things that you do. Like, let's get the draft out of New York and let's make it for everybody. That's the deal.
But think about this. You had LeBron James basically calling the owners and the commissioner racist. Like, basically, he said it on his program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man.
look at the
punishment, the league takes a hit. So it's almost like put that on other people. Maybe put that on a committee, right? To where you can't really finger point one person. You can just say a group did that. And I'm over here doing the good deals that I do, like having the game growing in England. That's great. Good job. Mexico. Oh my God. You got it in Mexico?
Until he found out that it was going to be 2 11-1 teams that was going to be playing in Mexico, and then so all of a sudden the grass wasn't good enough for them to play. Come on, Roger. We know what's up, bro. I ain't tripping, but I'm just saying we know what's up.
Put it down there. We gonna make sure it works. So in terms of the growth, nobody can deny Goodell's talent on growing the league. Everybody.
The NFL is a round-the-clock business now.
Everybody making money on Goodell right now. The money is trending up with Goodell. It's just that when it's time to execute judgment, now, so it's like, I would bet $1 million that if they was reading some kind of trend line, right, and you were saying this is the public opinion on Goodell, it's way bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you want to stay where you're just taking a major hit?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and remember, Boss Cowboy, when this, I think it was, I forget what situation it was, but I had introduced a 3-pronged system, and basically, it's basically the same way the judicial system set it up. And what you do is you have the commissioner, and then you have the players. But what you do is you have each one of these entities pay 50% to an additional person. And the reason you pay 50%, each person's paying 50% so that you have half the joint interest. Then what you do is you take all 3 things to a vote. But the third panel, the third people that you bring in, they should be specialists in judicial system and way punishments should be delegated. So I would think like a former judge or someone who has dealt with stuff that's bigger than this. Yeah. Like you have all type of, I mean, the NFL could literally sublease this to like a retired Supreme Judge. You know what I'm saying? Put that person in there. You know what I'm saying? And then what you do is you vote. It's a 3 vote. You know what I'm saying? Vote for punishment. This person votes for punishment. Okay, it was 2-1 for punishment. Who cares who it was? They don't even got to reveal who it was. And it was 2-3. It was 2-3. I mean, it was 2-1 for punishment. You're getting punished. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing they have to do with the punishment is you need a scale. And I think that's basically what you're yelling about. We need a scale. If my 4-year-old writes his name all on my walls, at the end of the day, when I come in, he knows what's going to be waiting for him. You know what I'm saying? He knows if this is going to be a talkable offense or if this is going to be one of those offenses when he sees me, he needs to look at me and be like, run. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my son knows this. Why? Because of the consistency that I have. So we need to come up with some type of scale so when situations happen like this, it should be no guesswork. Like, if you go out and you kill 50 people and you're found guilty, I can almost guarantee you, boss, that you're not getting out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to guess that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it needs to come. Some of this stuff needs to be clear. It needs to be clearly defined. Like there was a company I worked for. It was a T-Mobile, and one of their points that they used to always say is make sure that your points are laser specific. You know what I'm saying? So that there is no misunderstanding. And that's what they need to do with this punishment. They need to it needs to be laser specific. So when Zeke walks in, he don't gotta even kiss no ring. He should know when Zeke was walking in, he should have knew right then what he was gonna be facing. Yeah. There shouldn't have been no, oh my God, because it's like, how can I defend? Like, am I defending you're gonna get 6 months, or am I defending you're gonna get 25 to life? Like, you don't even have that. You don't even have that you have more rights as a human being. To be honest with you, like, keep it real. Like, being in the NFL almost feels like you have less rights, and that's not right.
So, like Tony said it like this: we need a committee, and I agree with that. And a couple of things that I want to kind of point out about Goodell. Number one, Goodell really doesn't care about justice. That's the last thing on Goodell's mind, and that's evident by Jones, the kicker, from New York that basically admitted to committing domestic violence on his wife over 20 times. He was suspended 2 games.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, then obviously Ray Rice, because they had the tape. That means Goodell sat down, saw the tape, and said, "This not gonna get out. 2 games, put him back on the field.
Yep.
We're gonna make money off him." So he doesn't care. The thing that he cares about more than anything as a capitalist
Yep.
is keep 100 money, right? So what you don't want with somebody that's over cohesive decisions to where they have to make judgments about punishment is you don't want that conflict of interest where he's thinking between money
Yep.
and thinking about what's right.
Because then you can't make a clear decision.
You can't make a clear decision
Nope.
with that indecisiveness like that. And that's why Dallas gets the stricter judgments, because we are the face, whether we like it or not, of the NFL.
Yep.
So when it's time for him to look tough, in order to, because remember this is what a lot of people don't remember, West Coast. Before Ray Rice, what was the national campaign for the NFL?
Before domestic violence?
Yeah, before Ray Rice had that domestic violence, what was the national? If you don't remember, they was trying to grow the league to women.
I mean, you had the biggest thing before Ray Rice was the pink movement, and then they killed it because people,
And they was trying to grow the league to women, so they was doing all kind of events like the cancer and everything like that to appeal to women. It was all about growing the league, because that's what Goodell's job is, to grow the brand, grow the league, grow the game. Because it's a whole bunch of men that's gonna watch the game, but he was like, if we can get women in this game, we gonna double our market. So he was on a major push. So right after the Ray Rice, they started questioning, does the league care about women? Does the league care about women? Look what he did. We need to look at possibly firing Goodell. And he was under the hot seat. Guess who got him out of that hot seat?
Robert Kraft
And Jerry Jones.
Yep, I remember that. Hey, boss, boss, I just wrote something down, bro. And you know what I wrote down?
What's that?
Robert Kraft and Robert Kraft. Remember when Roger Goodell first got the job? You know what the biggest argument that people didn't like is the fact that Robert Kraft and him were really good friends. Like, they did not like that. Remember that? They didn't like that.
I didn't remember that, but I believe it. Yeah.
And see how their relationship has changed. The biggest thing that tested their relationship was the Tom Brady.
That's what tested it.
That's what was scoring their relationship, because they were technically friends.
About money. That was about money, because the people that get the stricter judgments, people got to look at popular opinion. You know who the 2 most hated teams are?
Cowboys and the New England Patriots.
The Cowboys and the New England Patriots. So if you want to sell more ads, who you go slap?
Cowboys and New England Patriots.
So why did Brady and Zeke get slapped?
I mean, I just want to know how did Zeke commit a crime? I mean, how did Zeke commit a situation? Because it wasn't a crime, obviously. Lord, slap myself for that. But how did Zeke situation happen? Zeke goes to the commissioner, gets no suspension. Kyron Crawford had his case a month before Zeke, and still ain't seen the commissioner, and we still don't know what his punishment is. If we don't think the Cowboys are more important, we can for sure say that Roger Goodell felt that Zeke was more important than Tyrone Crawford.
Facts.
That within itself, and can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. Terrence Williams got suspended 3 games for being drunk in public. Was Zeke drunk in public?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I be saying. Like, I'm so happy that it worked out on us this side. But if I'm an owner and I'm looking at this, I can easily see I could be like, man, F the Cowboys, man.
Yep, and I can
like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that doesn't even make sense. How does he get 3 games? Go ahead.
I want to copy out Joe Tricina right now. Every time Joe Tricina says something, I'm gonna look at it, man. Just the fact that I know it's 3 a.m. in Italy and you watch. He said, personally, I think if you don't get charged by the police, you shouldn't get suspended by Roger Goodell. Amen. And let me tell you why.
I agree and I disagree. I disagree to a small degree. And I'll tell you why when you finish. Go ahead.
I see where you're going.
So go ahead and explain why I disagree when you say it.
Reputation things going on with that, which you have to also protect. But from this standpoint, I agree with it. The NFL obviously don't have the resources to do a job that's been, ancient in our American system. Our American system was more so created because of the hypocrisy of England. Because most of their justice was by a caste system. So the richer you are, obviously you got off all the time when you was in England. The poorer you are, it was pretty much majority of the time you was gonna go to jail, whether you was innocent or guilty. So America said we're gonna do it different. And our American system is not perfect, but it's way better than most systems in the world, right? Way better. So they already have systems in place for justice in our American system, like the judge, like the jury, like the DA, like so many prosecutors, defense attorneys, all of that's already in place. The standard is above reasonable doubt. It's already there. And sometimes I think you can just kind of back out of it and say, we're out of that business because we don't have the resources. We don't even want to try to. We leave that to law enforcement. We trust law enforcement, and we wait till their judgment comes out. Then we render our judgment.
Now, my only drawback to it is there are going to be situations where it's going to be like the Saints and the Saints and the Rams, where it's just going to be so obvious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to bring nobody's dirt up, but I'm just saying, we had a guy on our team that we have for 1 year in 2015. I'll let you do your own research. We signed him for $11 million. And he paid a girl not to go. Like, he paid her. He gave the girl money not to show up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that was really, like, she said that. She went against the non-disclosure, the disclosure that she was supposed to say, not to keep her mouth closed, but she didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it was revealed. They found out that he did pay her. So it's like, I get it.
I can't fight that, bro.
I get it in those situations.
Because you still gonna have an image problem sometimes when you don't get involved. Because Ray Rice, his wife, if I remember correctly, she didn't press charges on him.
Nope.
So there wasn't going to be a conviction nor either arrest, all because she loved him. But the tape is out.
Yes, and when you see that, bro, I don't care if you loved your wife. At something, another man needs to let you know that you don't hit a woman like that. And guess what? My dad told me that. My dad told me if I can't teach you, you're not supposed to hit a woman. Another man will teach you.
So to your point,
so he didn't know, so another man had to teach him.
So to your point, I gotta take that idea and kind of trash it. Like, you can't leave it to just the police. So you know what I mean? Because it's sometimes you have to step in for the reputation of the Shield, for the NFL brand. You have to, just because the system sometimes can get it really, really wrong. So good point, West Coast. Which then leads me to this then. Committee. Going back to what Tony said. Let it be a committee where you can basically blame them for whatever judgment came out. That you said we tried to mirror the jury system, to where we got 12 peers, 3 peers, 6 peers, 9 peers, whatever they come up with, that renders judgment that's equitable, that takes out the money motive. Is going to be what it is. They're going to have to accept it. It's not going to be one talk between Jerry and Goodell. It's not going to be any kind of back and forth with him. It's them, my man. It's them, Jerry. I had nothing to do with that. That's the system that's set up. So it got Zeke this time. I'm sorry. But you will have to take it.
Yeah. Now, we got some people on YouTube. He sends, we got Born says, what's up? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody, tomorrow. Make sure you guys come out. We'll be hanging out with Antoine Woods from Dallas Cowboys tomorrow, so make sure you guys come out. We'll be hanging out at his event tomorrow, so make sure if you can't come out tomorrow, make sure you just tune in. We'll be having it right here on the page. Maurice says, if she the one that took that blank whooping, took the check, then we touch our nose and mind our own business. The only problem with when you do stuff like that, Like, that's good if you're playing a video game and you think that people only do one-time things and then they just miraculously don't do it again. But what I've seen is with people who, tend to, like, pay their problems and let them go away, that ends up coming out in some point, some way. Whether that be in their ability in the field or that's just their ability in the locker room. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, I mean, I'm all for, legalizing some things to get some stuff passed. But I mean, if there's some stuff that's clearly wrong and it's released that you're wrong, regardless if they take the video or not, or take the money or not, you're still going to get prosecuted. Like, I'm not even going to give you if I feel that that's right or wrong, because guess what? In domestic violence cases in the real world, if you beat on your girl, or I ain't even going to say that, because I know a guy that's, man, Lord forgive me, I ain't going to put his business out there, but hey, it's girls beating on guys, and some of these dudes play in the NFL. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if you a girl and you beating on your dude, you know what I'm saying, and it gets to the point where they call the police, even if you don't press charges, the DA will pick up the charges for you. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they still have to protect the rights of that victim, regardless if you recognize that or not. You know what I'm saying? That person has to identify, so you can take the money. Like, it's not even about them taking the money. It's about the person who did it understanding what they did was wrong. That's what it's about. And like I said, man, if somebody don't if your daddy don't teach you, another grown man will, and he'll probably have a gun in his waist. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
What you think will happen with Crawford?
Like, I put it out there, man. My source gave me some good information on Crawford. They said that Crawford is most likely looking at 2 games. It has not been like authenticated, I guess you would say, like that, but I trust my source, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to, but I trust my source, I trust him. So, that's what I'm believing. And, 2 games I just think this whole system is just weird, bro. Like, and I honestly also believe that's why Crawford couldn't get suspended before Zeke. Why? Because if they give Crawford's 2 games for that, then you knew for a fact Zeke was getting nothing. And there's no leverage. There's absolutely no leverage with Jerry Jones. Because Jerry Jones is like, all right, whatever, you cut him. All right, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? The leverage was on Zeke. That's why Zeke skipped Crawford. Because there's no way, if he goes out there and he gives Crawford 2 games, regardless of people saying, oh, it was his first offense, it doesn't matter. You're looking at 2 videos. And that's what that's what Roger Goodell's going to know also. Yeah, he can explain to everybody, oh, I gave Zeke the hammer because his second offense. No. People are going to look at 2 videos and be like, wait, so you're going to tell me you gave this guy that and that guy got that? There's no way. And to be honest with you, I think right now on the show we just kind of discovered, I'm live. We just kind of discovered why Crawford's case hasn't come up. It's the same reason why Dak hasn't signed. It's the same reason why Amari Cooper hasn't signed. Why? Because there's more leverage out there. You know what I'm saying? Amari Cooper's not going to sign until what? Until Julio Jones gets his $20 million. Then you can talk to me about a paycheck. Exact same thing. There's no way Goodell gives Crawford his punishment first. Because then that puts a cap on what he can do with Zeke. And I think he always knew that he was not going to suspend Zeke. Why? Because if it did, why did it happen so fast? Like, his first case, he wasn't even in the NFL when it happened. Like he wasn't even in NFL. He was a college student when it happened. So I'm asking, Boss Cowboy, how did this situation get taken care of so fast? You want to know why? Because Roger Goodell already knew what he was going to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've been saying, Zeke, my boy Zeke, I praise God. I'm happy that Zeke is free, but I know this is going to cost Jerry Jones something down the line.
Yeah. And then what it also could be too, man? Just, I hate to say it, maybe Goodell just got this right. You know what I mean? Maybe Goodell just kind of thought like we thought finally and said, you know what? That security guard is an opportunist. And Zeke, even though he was publicly intoxicated, he wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it says disorderly conduct. So I'm sorry. My mom always say if someone ain't did it right once, you be a fool to think they're gonna do it right twice. So I don't.
Like, I'm throwing out the possibility. Just a possibility.
On the same day that they say that the CBA is gonna possibly get signed, like that came out the exact same Monday. How does that happen?
It's about money.
Yeah, I know you just trying to be optimistic.
I was just trying to, act like the coach had a heart, man. Can you give me just at least a pass or some
I'm just saying, like, if it wasn't so many coincidences, I'd be like, all right, Bob Cowboy, maybe you got a point. You know what I'm saying? But when, like...
Yeah, I can't fight that. Like, it's because you're right. Historically, it's always been about business, so why we gonna start thinking he catching feelings now? No.
Yeah. Right. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I ain't trying to throw this back there, but it'll make you wonder, like, if we could have took that approach with the first one. But I'm going to tell you why it's different. Because Zeke was innocent. So an innocent man is going to fight differently. You know what I'm saying? Zeke, think about this. Zeke didn't do anything wrong, but he did apologize. That's all I'm saying. If you didn't apologize, that's all I'm saying. Because when I go in the house and I say who broke it, the one that says, hey, yo, my bad, that's the one who did it. You know what I'm saying?
And he made some very, very bad choices that whole time. First of all, being publicly intoxicated. Second of all, not using the league resources. They got Uber for you. They have
free Uber. Make sure you say that free Uber.
Free Uber. Like,
free Uber.
Like, if you get people don't know that, but like no.
Cowboys got Lyft too. Cowboys have Lyft because they're a partner, so the Cowboys actually have both.
Yeah, if you drunk and you driving and you in the NFL, that's your fault.
Exactly.
It's people for the Cowboys that's a phone call away on, hey man, I've been kind of having some drinks. I'm getting ready to go outside. I need about 6 guys just to make sure everybody under control. Damn,
Hey, boss, I know from personal knowledge because I've ridden in one. Me and my boy YL got stuck somewhere and we had to use one. Shout out to my boy. Keith don't play for the Cowboys no more, but shout out for letting us use the code. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? One of them black. It's on the Cowboys, so we got the exclusive one. When you get one of them black Escalades showed up. I'm not an Escalade, it was a Tahoe showed up. The executive, because they don't, for the Cowboys on Uber, they don't use the regular Uber. They use the executive one that has like the nice cars. And like if you notice, like that's what Zeke uses like 90% of the time to getting around and stuff like that. Like Cowboys are real big on their players taking Lyft.
He was wrong for the public intoxication, and his judgment was impaired because he didn't use the resources that could have kept him safe and out of that.
What about stepping in front of his girl though?
Wrong. Like that's a bad look. Like no, it's a real bad look. Like especially coming out of what you was accused of the last time. The look is bad. Now that can happen with any one of us, right? Any one of us on drinks might get a little bit too much liquid courage, is what we call it. Get a little bit too much, and then you step in front of your lady like, hey, why you mad at me? And in the house, it looks hostile. It's on camera. Even if you're saying, why you mad at me? It still looks bad, So, and knowing that the image of what he was just accused of, he needed to apologize. And I'm glad he didn't go on that defensive. I'm glad he didn't go on. Look, I didn't do nothing. He went in there and took the right approach to it, and then.
He kissed the ring. Say it, man.
Yeah. And
say
kissing the ring is what got him off.
Kissing that ring is what got him off.
Now, I'm going to say one thing, too, man. I 100% agree with you on the first one. He had to fight it. He had to fight it from the standpoint to even put his story out there.
Yeah,
because if you just take that,
you're now a woman beater.
You're a woman beater.
Forever.
You won't get a sponsor now. But at least if I fight it to where now we can read some of the transcripts and stuff came out about Tiffany Thompson because all of us was investigating it, right? And we were seeing to where she was trying to set him up over money. We were seeing that, that his own internal investigation said she's a liar. So much came out that helped him because he fought. He had to fight. He had to fight on the first one. But you're right on the second one. He had to also kiss the ring, and he did.
Yeah, all right, my boy Maurice? All right, man, I see you out there, man. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I know there'll be so many people that be like, West Coast, man, let me get on the show. I want to talk. I'm going to tell you guys, this is the criteria for getting on the show. All you got to do is go to Facebook where it says page, create a page, and start going live. You know what I'm saying? West Coast, I'm all about it. If you got 1 or 2 subscribers, I'll come on your show. I ain't tripping. But we got to show you already working. You know what I'm saying? You already gotta be in the field working. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about this. If you look, we're one of the few shows out there where you see a bunch of young bloggers coming through here and putting their shows up, putting their videos and stuff like that. So we definitely encourage that. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you want to be on a show with West Coast, you first gotta start doing lives. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, that's just we'll get that thing popping. So hit that thing, and we're gonna get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Skeptical. Okay, so last little thing. Hey, I had an announcement yesterday. We about an hour into it. Let me see. We're about an hour. We're an hour into the show, man. I wanted to go ahead and give out I did a award thing yesterday to say who could go over to the YouTube, and you had to do 2 criterias, man. You had to go to Boss Cowboy Sports and hit that subscribe button, and then you also had to come over here and hit the the comment, and then send the boy a screenshot. Now I had 4 people that did it, and I had like 5 people that told me they did it, and I just trusted y'all. So for a total of 9 people. You know what I'm saying? So out of those people, I picked it. My daughter picked, and let me see the name. Hold up real quick. Let me see. It was Mr. Dwayne. Dwayne, if you are on live, please inbox me on YouTube. It does not allow me to get to it was Mr. Dwayne Wright, I think. But what's your name in the book? But yeah, inbox me on my Facebook and send me your contact information. I'll get that sent out right there to you. Cowboy Experience did hit me with another 10 books, so I will be giving away another book. I'll probably be giving it away tomorrow. I want to do one every other day or something like that. But Boss Cowboy, man, before we get up out of here, man, let them know what you're going to be doing for your 4th tomorrow, and where can they find you at, man. Hey, and Dwayne Wright, make sure you inbox me, big dog.
Yeah, man, you can definitely find me at Facebook at Boss Cowboy Sports. That's all you got to put in is at Boss Cowboy Sports. You can pull right up. And then obviously I'm going to be pushing most of my stuff through Twitter now, because I've submitted a bunch of articles. I'm flooding all the companies that I'm writing for. A bunch of articles that to me are very fire. I'm not even gonna link a hit of what I'm writing about. But you're gonna start seeing me pushing more on Twitter. So y'all have to get involved with Twitter if you catch my stuff. And that's also at Boss Cowboy Sports at Boss Cowboy.
Hey, and also this is what we're gonna do though. Because this is what it do. We always try to make sure the scouts get it first. So if you follow Dallas Cowboy Scouting and you follow Boss Cowboy Sports, you will technically still get the article first. You know what I'm saying? But when you work, for Boss Cowboy Sports, that's his own publishing house, so he can release stuff as he wants to. But for Landry Hat, they got a bunch of writers, and they're gonna prioritize them by seniority. You know what I'm saying? So there might be guys that get out there first. But I'm gonna tell you guys this: you won't have to search the internet. All you got to do is make sure you hit that follow button on both those pages, and you will have the articles first. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit that, and he's gonna be putting a link at the bottom of all his articles. So if you want to support Boss Cowboy Sports, if you want to help grow him, if you want to help Boss Cowboy grow his brand, Boss Cowboy Sport in particular, make sure you open up his article and hit that link, and it's going to take you somewhere so you can help support, man. Because, man, that's what it's all about, man. We appreciate you guys helping us stay on air, man, through your supporting, through your sharing, through your caring, through your just watching, man. Like, for real, man. Motivation. Like, you guys don't understand how much the fact of just y'all motivating us to do the show plays into us getting on here and presenting a great product. So I want to thank you guys for that. Shout out to the 15 people that's on YouTube, man. I think we had... I was gonna say I think we had like 50 at the top. I think we had like 18, 19 people on there. So we definitely bumping and gumping over there. So appreciate you for that. And shout out to South of Haven. Shout out to Maurice, Dwayne, Keith Howard. Shout out to everybody over there. Maurice, just hit me in my inbox then, man. Just hit me in my inbox. If you got something to tell West Coast, hit me in my inbox over on Facebook. I don't know if we get inboxes on YouTube. I'm new to it. But, shout out to everybody on YouTube real quick. Joe Tratino, what's up with you? Abel, what's up with you? Adrian's, we got Michael Petty in the house. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you for staying the whole show, man. Make sure you share this, man. Michael Petty, man. Share this in War Room, man. I tried to add Boss Cowboy to the group, man, but for whatever reason it won't add him. So, hey, y'all, man, add my boy Boss Cowboy in the group so he can get all, and you can get the first articles when he drops them and stuff out there too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share.
West Coast, I did want to say something just real quick. Man, I forgot. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, let my boy up in there. Hey, last but not least, thank you. Shout out to my boy Antoine Wood, number 99. I'm going to be hanging out with him tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I'll be going live. I'm going to try to get him some info, try to ask him a couple questions. But it's the 4th, man, so I ain't going to be all up in nobody's face asking a whole bunch of questions and stuff like that. But I will get some video on what's going down. He told me he's going to give me an interview there, but most importantly, he got me at training camp, which is most importantly. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, for y'all on YouTube.
I remember.
Hold on real quick. For y'all on YouTube, I need you to know this. There is nobody, absolutely no blogger on the face of the earth, independently, outside of the Dallas Cowboys, that covers training camp better than Dallas Cowboys Scouting and your boy West Coast. You already know. I already got my slingshot hat, my shirt on. I bought my straw hat the other day, so I'm ready. It's 22 days late, and I'm already ready. I also been practicing doing shows outside, so the humidity and the heat doesn't affect. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I'm on, bro. Hey, they got folks. Hey, bro, they got folks that take it serious, and then they got West Coast. You know how I be, man. I'm ready, bro.
And see, I'm laughing because I know you serious, bro. Because you really be walking around that community giving their business.
Hey, I got into it with a drunk dude at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, can I tell y'all this story real quick? I got into it with a drunk dude.
Remember what I was gonna say, man.
I'm last day. I got into it with a drunk dude in my complex the other night because he was shooting off. We live in a gated community, man, and this dude was so drunk. You know what he started telling me?
What's that?
F the Cowboys! You walk around here, nobody wants to hear your Cowboys. F the Cowboys! I'm like, that's how you know you doing your job. Boss Cowboy, what was you about to say?
Man, because you know what? We got to remind them. We still got a lot of division talk that we haven't gotten to, bro.
Oh, I got this. Hey, y'all want to see the screens? I even got them fixed. Look.
The breaking news done broke all that up, but we still got that. That's still sitting in the hip, ready to shoot. Like, that's been ready. Like, we still go break down the division in detail.
Hey, I'm gonna just stun on them. Can I stun on them real quick? I just want to stun them. Hey, these is the screens, just so y'all know we ain't playing. Like, we didn't already broke down the entire division position group. This is the wide receivers. This is the offensive line. I ain't gonna show y'all all the slides because it's none of your business. Just know we over here working, man.
Yeah,
this is a whole show that we ain't even did yet.
But when stuff breaks, we go take that sometime. We go talk about what broke. But man, we so queued up right now, bro. We gonna give y'all so much, bro. Just leading up to training camp. Everybody, when you walk in training camp, you gonna know your team and you gonna know your enemy. That's the thing I want y'all to know is I want y'all to know our division like the back of your hand, and you go get it from here.
Yeah, man. So all right, man. So I'm gonna get these screens. Let me get these screens off here, man. Y'all, we doing too much. But hey, but just know, coming back next week, we are gonna be dropping a series that is gonna be flaming, y'all. And basically, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be ranking each position group. Hey, Boss Cowboy, type your. I'm here. Hey, his Boss Cowboy's page is Boss Cowboy Sports. See, very
Boss
simple.
Cowboy Sports. You can't forget it.
Yes, very simple. Boss Cowboy Sports. I think they want
it's
your
like
Twitter
that
though.
everywhere too. It's like that everywhere. Twitter, everywhere.
Yeah, so it's the Twitter that they're probably asking for. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, we have like shows, man, stuff that we've already put together. I've already built stuff we've already researched. But because of everything that's come out, we just haven't been able to do it. So starting next week, we're gonna start finally breaking down this division. We'll be breaking down this.
Get paid. Then we go talk about that. So
yeah, and then we're gonna be talking about then Dak's gonna get paid, and we're gonna talk about that. But yo, man, just letting y'all know, man, hardest two working Cowboys in the industry, man. Hardest two working Cowboys in the industry, man. Why? Because we work for free, man. We work for y'all. We work for the scouts, man. So make sure y'all hit that support button, man. Make sure also, man, I appreciate the scouts, man. Shout out to the scouts, all the scouts that support me. Remember, if you ever want to become a scout, all you gotta do is hit that Shop Now button on the page. Hit that Shop Now button. It'll take you straight to the Patreon, man, and you can get hooked up with whatever it is you need. Hey, man, we just want to let you know that I appreciate you guys. Boss Cowboy appreciates you guys. And most importantly, never look down because the star's up. Peace.